Evening all, and welcome to episode 89 of Kerbalism. We start this episode with an emergency launch. This vessel is going to take some oxygen up to our orbital hotel because we have a mild state of panic up there. Due to some changes in the way our space program works with the updates, the orbital hotel no longer has any oxygen on board, or not enough oxygen to sustain our Kerbals there for the duration. It's got about 4 days left on it, and they need to be there for about 6. So this is going to come up, give them the oxygen they need for the last 2 days, and hopefully stop them all dying. And here we are, docked to the orbital station, because I didn't just do a minute or so worth of talking when we got here and went to dock and forgot to press record. No, that didn't happen at all. So we're here, and we now have 185 days worth of oxygen rather than 4, which is good because, as I said, we have 4 days worth of oxygen, 4 days left on the contract, and I think oxygen ran out in 3 days, 3 hours. So, yeah, that's good. Okay, so I think I'm going to fast forward and send these ones back, but I'm not going to send them back straight away. No, because we've got a Kerbal in orbit to rescue. It does say recover unit P064N. I hope that's a Kerbal and not some strange Skynet thing that's going to take over our Kerbal center. But yeah, I may have forgotten to do that when I came back last time. But then when I came back last time, I wasn't expecting my ship to explode. So yeah, I think we'll wait for the space camp to go. Oh, we've finished our high resolution scan of Moho as well. Excellent. So we've got all the data back from there. I've been transmitting everything I can back from Moho, and we set up a maneuver to get to Eve over there. I've done that off camera, and that's in like 200 days or so. So we've got a while to go for that yet. But the scanners are going round and round around Moho, and well, they're obviously 95% done. So excellent. We'll send these Kerbals home. We'll rescue unit P064N, and then we'll see what wonderful science we've got. So I will fast forward 4 days. Ah, the magic of video editing. Yes, here we are 4 days later, and our contract is almost done. However, there are a few things we need to do here. First, we need to harvest these farms. They've all come up ready to go. I don't know how much food storage we've done. Recover the Kerbals. What are we going to do now? Good. Right. Let's have a look. See here. Food. Food is, wow, but almost full. So let's harvest this. See what that happens there. We go up to 53,000. Okay, and we'll harvest that one. We go up to almost capped, and I suppose we'll harvest that one as well and waste some of it because, well, there. Okay, the other one is we've got a solar panel broken. So, Bill, out to get my friend. Where are you? You're down there. And you're going to have to go and use your duct tape or your... Oh, bloody hell. What did I go and do that for? I'm not even sure why the solar panels are out, if I'm honest with you. We've got a nuclear reactor, so... Oh, well, we didn't need that one, clearly. And the irony is I'm going to go and fix the solar panel. So, yes, let's repair it. There we go, fully operational again. Excellent. Also, not so why my messages are coming up in the up there rather than the black boxes down the bottom. I think I've changed the setting there somewhere. Yay, so and grab onto that. In you go. Okay, so now all we need to do is head down to that thing. So let's undock, shall we? Not that one. Undock, Birdham, and oxygen reserves are dangerously low. As in how low? As in 2 hours. Okay. we will redock, I think. Oh yes, of course. We've got these wonderful thrusters which really aren't very good at doing anything. I forgot about this. This was not one of my greatest moments. Right, there we go. We're back. Okay, so we need to transfer some oxygen down to here. Oh wow, we've also got parachute failures. And some other bits and pieces. Right, Bill's going to have to come out again and do that. I don't remember seeing the warnings for those. A thruster's gone and a parachute. We definitely need the parachute. Right. Tap fuel balancer. Right. Obviously, because of the changes with the way the mod's working now with Kerbalism, I can't make oxygen anywhere. And water's gone completely. It's just food Kerbals need to live. So, yeah, I wasn't aware of that, but yeah, I need to put this into one of these sphere tanks down here, I think, wasn't it? Oxygen, 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 and oxygen. Okay, they've all got oxygen. Right. I don't want all the oxygen to come down. If I do pump the oxygen into here, wow. Yeah. Okay. So stop that. Stop that. Right. Okay. Let me see here. Let me figure this out. So Bill has been out and repaired the parachute as well as the RCS thruster, and I've balanced all the oxygen with everything. So this is probably going to have way too much in it now. The 2 hours I had to start with were probably enough, but let's undock this. Switch over to this vessel here and have a quick look. Yeah, we've got 3 days of oxygen. Well, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Let's push away from the station. We do have one tiny thruster right in the nose, hidden behind that docking port. It's really not very powerful, but well, it'll do. So we need to rendezvous with this unit P64, and in the rendezvous panel here you can go back to target, type in names, which I find fantastic. So I can type unit, I click that, and it will target it for me. That means I don't have to hunt for things on the map here. So there he is, circling around. He's got a question mark, so we can of course cheat completely, and using MedJeb we can go transfer to target. So create a node, and it says in 25 minutes we'll fire the engine and we will find him. So I think I'm going to do that. I knew when I installed MedJeb I was going to become lazy and use it for everything. But if I'm entirely honest with you, why the hell not? You know, really, why not? What's to worry about so much about it? It's not. I haven't really got to worry about doing it. I've still got to build the craft and get things up to where I'm going. So, yeah, why not? I'll just use MedJeb, whatever it is. I'm going to move away from the station though, because I'm kind of worried about running into it, because our marker is that way. So we will fire the engines up here, and that'll push us away from our orbital station. Okay, so I will execute that maneuver there, and I will see you when we find out what this mysterious unit P064N actually is. Here we are back at Kerbin on fast approach to the unit that we need to go to. However, we have a big problem. Our engines are electrical, and the sun's on the wrong side of Kerbin. So, hello, Unit P06764N, and goodbye, Unit P06764N. 67. Where's that coming from? So yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side, because we're gonna have to go around again and meet you there. Well, it took a lot longer than I was expecting, but we are here at the special unit we need to collect, and we had a close encounter with it. A really close encounter. We are missing a solar panel. I didn't realise quite how close we got to it, and ran into it. So, it turns out the unit is a SRB, and I have no idea how to retrieve that. I might be able to attach it to the craft using Kerbal attachment system, maybe? I don't know. All I know is I need to go around to the daylight side and wait for that first. Daylight has come around, so the only thing left to do is to find out whether we can actually grab this thing or not. Come on, Bill. Oh. Right, we're going to abandon that, and we are going to go and rescue Bill. This doesn't have any monorepellent on it. Must have used it all up. Now that was definitely not expected. How the hell do I rescue? How do you rescue a Kerbal that's got no monorepellent? Can I get him close enough so the door can grab him? Yeah, if I did something like that, then the ladder would end up in the right place, I think. We're gonna have to come back to that. That's gonna have to be a different launch to grab that, because there is no way I can certainly grab that with this ship. Right. I have never rescued a Kerbal in orbit that doesn't have some form of repellent. I've never grabbed them in a cargo bay or something like that. I know that's possible. I do know if they get close enough they can technically grab ladders. So I'm kind of hoping that's going to work here. So let's leave it like that. Switch over to Bill. See if he gets anywhere near that ladder. At all. No, doesn't look like it. Okay, right. Bill, run into the ship, nice and gently. And slow down. Okay. This is all going to have to be done really gently. If I tap him or fire that thruster when he's nearby it, that is going to cause problems. So. I'm really hoping I can just get this sort of lined up with him, and oh, what are you doing, spaceship? No, stop that. Come on, Bill. Come on. Come on. Board. Board. Yes. We have rescued Bill. He's back. Ah, phew. Right. Okay. Had to turn the SAS off there so the ship just glided into the correct rotation. So, yeah. Right. Right. Let's just land, shall we? That seems like a good idea. I want to land anywhere really. Yeah, but I want to come in quite shallow, so I think I'm just gonna farm engines here. We don't need a move player anymore, and I'll bring my periapsis down to just inside the atmosphere because this is a really thick heat shield. So I think that's probably the best thing to... I don't know. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave the engines firing. That's what I'm going to do. I'll leave them firing, and we will see where we end up. So here we go for re-entry. I've spun the craft up to hopefully stop it flipping over, although it looks like it already wants to. I don't know if you can see there, we've got zoom, our solar panel. These blanket panels, when they break, they go weird, because that's still attached to the craft. You see it there, flying by. Zoom, there it is. That's the one that's broken, so it's a bit odd how that happens. They don't seem to break off and disappear, they stay there till you reload the craft, then they're gone. But hey, yeah, this does not look as if it's working. So let's slow down and try and use the SAS to point us retrograde. And hopefully our electric charge can hold for the trip down. Well, I had to resort to spinning the craft up again there because things were getting a bit hot and heavy. Most importantly, this piece here. This is a welded piece, one giant segment, where everything's attached to it. All our containers, all our parachutes, everything. If that went, everyone's dead. So, yeah, that was fun. But yeah, spinning up seems to work. I don't think this is causing any drag or anything. There is something that's pulling us one direction rather than the other. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way Kerbal works, I'm not sure, but yeah, so but we're here and we're slow enough to deploy the parachutes. I'm just waiting till we get down a bit further, and then we can recover all our Kerbals, and that's another successful space camp. Wow, these blow-up heat shields really do make quite good boats, actually. Quite interesting. So, a successful recovery. We've got a bit of money back, a bit of science, and most importantly, the crew. We got 1, 2, we got 3 again. It seems like you send up all these people and you get 3. A scientist, an engineer, and a pilot. 1 of each. That's okay. That's not bad. They gain 5 experience rather than 2. So yeah, that's cool. But very, very importantly, we have 2,088 science. That's from our Moho probe that's done everything, and we've got the Moho missions done. 4.7 million. We're getting there. We're getting there. We definitely have enough money to launch for the Duna missions. We just got to wait for a year to do it. So let's have a look first at what other things we can unlock. And we get. Oh, wait, what? What? Okay, it turns out that I have installed the community tech tree by Natia. Nerti? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Nerti, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I basically installed all their mods and then got rid of the cryogenic tanks because they were having issues with other things. But yeah, this is the tech tree how it's supposed to look rather than the stock one. It adds many more nodes. I also installed the hide empty tech tree nodes by EV0. Lots of these nodes in here would be empty by default and you'd have to spend research on them for no reason. So that one removes all them ones. So like there would probably be a node in there. But because I've not got a mod installed to add something to it, it removes it. So that's good. I could uninstall that and go back to the default tech tree and have everything unlocked as it did before, but I kind of want to stay like this. I think changing to the classic profile on Kerbalism makes the game easier, so this will be a bit of balance for that. So I've got to unlock new things, and I have had a quick look in here, and don't know if I can find it again now, but yeah, the lithium tanks and the xenon tanks, we had them open already. Now they're locked again. And there was something else that I was actually using to build, I think these I was actually using to build the Duna colony vessel, and they're now locked. So okay, that's going to be interesting. We also have propellers. I don't know where the propellers are coming from. I have installed the Mark IV space plane stuff. That probably has it. But again, these were unlocked. That's been unlocked for a long time. We've been using them for our member space. So yeah. Right. So I'm going to have a look through the tech tree and see what I can spend my 2,000 on. Probably some of these small ones down here, the 91s and things. And I will be right back. Right, so I've decided to fill out all the little ones down here. Probably lots of things we don't need, but it just seemed a bit wrong having like ones that were worth 90 not being researched, so I filled them out there, filled up a few little gaps here. I was going to go through and grab those, the propellers, because it was, again, a node that's just really we should be filling these in. But I kind of went up here to nuclear power and saw we've got the Garnet fission reactor, and we've got the Prometheus there, and then we've got like the Hermes and the flat one here, and we've been using these reactors already. Obviously all my craft that have reactors on them are still working. I know the Orbital Hotel has that on it, the flat fission reactor, so okay, they still exist. But I'm thinking that I probably want a nuclear reactor for my Duna colony ship. So the question is, do I unlock that now? Or, since we've got a year left before the launch date, do I do some contracts in between to try and get a bit more science? The biggest drawback to this is that I don't think there's any more science that can be had anywhere nearby. I think, I mean, our Eve mission's got 200 days left. I don't think it'll be at Eve and transmitting data before our Arduino window comes along. So really, these points here, I might get another, say, 100 or so from Moho. But really, I think this is it. So, yeah. I think I will. I think I'll buy the Prometheus. Because that does 2,000 a second. The guy that does 400, and then for some reason we've got a reactor that does 60, which is weird. But I think that one's more aimed at planes. I think that one will be more aimed at for these turbofans, because they require. Well, that's only 8 electric charge a second, and that one's 200 electric charge a second. Wow. The light duty motor, 200 electric charge a second, that's madness. And that requires liquid fuel. Okay. Oh no, sorry, I'm reading the wrong things here, sorry. That requires electric charge to go. These ones are actually liquid fuel charged. And they produce electricity. So okay, that one's obviously not designed for planes then, because 60 is not enough. Maybe that's just like a space station one or something, a very small ship one. A deep space probe, I suppose, would be pretty good with that. I could send a probe off to Joule or something. That's an idea. But anyway, I've got a one now. I'm going to buy this. Yes, let's buy that one. And yeah, we no longer have any science, so we know we're near completed on the board. That's quite cool. We were very nearly finished on the board, but I kind of like this. I've got a lot more to do. It spreads it out a lot more. Specialized plasma propulsion. Or is this these argon ones? Yeah. I'm really not sure about why these argon engines are so far up the tech tree, because they're not really that much more powerful than the lithium ones. But then obviously they come from two different mods, so that's probably why. Wow, the planetary ISRUs are back there. Oh, I do hope I've still got an ISRU open. Yes, I have. Phew. Oh, that would have ruined everything. But yeah, right. So, yeah. So our quest will continue next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.